Honda's extremely well-equipped and popular Africa Twin Adventure Pro, and Triumph's updated 3-cylinder Tiger 900 GT Pro. These are two of the most popular and well-received middleweight adventure motorcycles on the market right now, with the adventure bike category of motorcycles quickly becoming one of the biggest and most popular, with every manufacturer bringing their own version to the marketplace. Hey guys, I'm Kwackajack, and thanks for joining along for another video in the Versus series. Today we're going to be having an in-depth look and comparing the specs of two of the most well-known and popular adventure bikes out right now. We'll be comparing the styling, engines and exhaust notes, weight, brakes, suspension, fuel economy and range, features and price. But before we get started, please do me a huge favor and give this video a like and hit subscribe to join the motorcycle loving family. And make sure to leave a comment down below telling me which bike you prefer. Alright, let's get straight into it. It's important to note that there are several different models of both of these motorcycles. However, today we'll be comparing the middle version of both, the Honda Africa Twin Adventure Pro and the Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro, and that's because they are very close in price and features. First off, it's tradition to get a good look at the styling of both motorcycles, so I'm going to put up some pictures now and you can decide which one you prefer. Personally, I don't have a favourite when it comes to the styling of these two bikes, so I'll leave it to you. Which one do you prefer? Leave a comment down below letting me know. Now to the engines. While there are several different variants of both bikes, no matter which you choose, the engines are the same throughout each lineup. On the Honda, there is a 1084cc inline 2-cylinder engine that produces 100.5 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 105 Nm of torque at 6,250 RPM. That should push the bike from 0 to 100 km in under 3.5 seconds and onto an estimated top speed of around 200 km an hour, so definitely a quick bike on the road. The Triumph on the other hand offers an 888cc inline 3-cylinder engine which produces 93.9 horsepower at 8,750 RPM and 87 Nm of torque at 7,250. Triumph love using the 3-cylinder engine setup, and this variant is a T-plane crank, which helps make this bike's exhaust sound pretty decent too. These engine stats are enough to get the Tiger moving from 0 to 100 km an hour in under 4 seconds, with some people claiming to get around 3.7, and onto a top speed of around 200 km an hour, just like the Honda. So when it comes to the motors in these two bikes, the Honda does take the win when it comes to pure numbers, if only slightly, with around 6.5 more horsepower and 18 more Nm of torque coming from that bigger CC motor. But realistically, if you're looking at purchasing one of these bikes, you're probably not going to be concerned about this, as it's not really what you're buying the bike for. This is an adventure bike, not a super sports, but it is nice to know that you do have that performance there if you ever need it. Now let's also compare the engine sounds of both, and you can once again decide which one you think sounds better. I think both sound good stock, but to my ears, the 3-cylinder Tiger definitely sounds best. Now as for the weight of both of these motorcycles, the Honda is the heavier bike, with the Adventure Sport model coming in at 238 kg wet. That number goes up another 10 kg if you choose the DCT model, which has an automatic transmission, to 248 kg, and another 2 to bring it to 250 kg if you choose the range-topping DCT ES. The Tiger is lighter, however the only numbers available for the bike are the dry weight, which on the GT Pro is 198 kg and 201 kg for the range-topping Rally Pro. You can add another 15 to 20 kg on top of those numbers to reach the wet weight of the bike, so around 215 to 220 kg. In the weight department, the lighter Triumph comes out on top being the lighter bike. Moving on to the suspension and brakes. The Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport features fully adjustable Showa upside-down forks up front with 204mm axle travel, 46mm Showa adjustable monoshock resides at the rear, fit with ProLink and 220mm of axle travel. Honda claims that this is the most axle travel of any bike in the class, and should mean that this adventure bike performs very well off-road. If you opt for the range-topping DCT ES model, you'll also get electronic suspension, which should improve the ride quality even more. On the other hand, the Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro has Marzocchi 45mm upside down forks with manual rebound and compression dampening adjustments. It also has 180mm of travel up front, and at the rear, another Marzocchi suspension unit which is electronically adjustable for preload and rebound damping. This also has 170mm of wheel travel. On the top spec Rally Pro, these are upgraded to Showa forks. It's also worth noting that the seats on both of these are adjustable as well, with the Honda having a seat height adjustable between 850 to 870mm, which is higher than the Triumph's adjustable seat height of 810 to 830mm. It's very hard to say which one is better in this department, as it will come down to preference of how the bike rides, but I expect both to perform very well both on and off-road. The brakes up front on the Honda are 310mm dual wave floating hydraulic discs with aluminium hub and radial fit 4-piston calipers with sintered metal pads with ABS, and at the rear a 256mm hydraulic disc with single piston caliper and sintered metal pads as well. These are 2-channel with rear ABS off mode. On the Triumph up front are twin 320mm floating discs, Brembo Starlima 4-piston monoblock calipers with radial front master cylinder and optimized cornering ABS, and at the back a single 255mm disc with a Brembo single piston sliding caliper with optimized cornering ABS. Again, both bikes are pretty much on par here and should perform very well. Another important aspect when looking at an adventure bike is its fuel economy and range. These motorcycles are most likely going to be taken on long treks, on or off-road, and you may not always have access to fuel. The Adventure Sport model of Honda's Africa Twin has an upgraded and larger 24.8 litre fuel tank over the standard Africa Twin, which is 18.8 litres. With a claimed fuel economy averaging 5.5 litres per 100 kilometres, that means that the range of the Adventure Sport is expected to be upwards of 430 to 450 kilometres on a single tank. The Tiger 900 on the other hand has a 20 litre fuel tank and an average economy of 5.2 litres per 100 kilometres, which means the bike has an expected range of around 385 kilometers per tank. That's still very good for a motorcycle, but between the two, the Honda does have a bigger tank and will get you a longer range. Now let's talk about features. Both of these bikes are very well equipped, and there are a range of different accessory packs available as well. As we are looking at the Pro versions of both these bikes, the list of features is very long for both. The Honda's standout features include a big 6.5-inch TFT display with Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth connectivity, 6 rider modes, 7-level traction control, 3-level wheelie control, cruise control, cornering ABS, LED lights including cornering lights that adjust to angle, 6-axis IMU, big fuel tank, electronic suspension on the range-topping version, which adds another 2K on top, which can be adjusted electronically, a tall adjustable windscreen, adjustable seat height, an optional automatic version for 1K extra that also does a great job, adjustable suspension, it's Euro 5 compliant in Australia, has a large engine sump guard, aluminium rear carrier, plus tubeless wheels and tyres. It also has a charge point and heated grips, which are a standard fit. As I said, a very well equipped motorcycle. The Triumph, not to be outdone, comes with a large 7-inch TFT display with phone connectivity, GPS, GoPro connectivity for the vloggers out there, 4 riding modes, cornering ABS settings, traction control, cruise control, a charging port, heated grips, handguards, quick shifter, LEDs and fog lights, tyre pressure monitoring system, heated seats, large fuel tank, upgraded suspension on the Rally Pro version, an adjustable seat height, a 5-position adjustable screen, adjustable suspension, removable aluminium rear subframe, and a center stand. So no matter which bike you get, you are going to be spoiled for features, especially on these versions. It really comes down to which of these features are best for you. The Honda doesn't come with a quick shifter as the Triumph does, whereas you need to upgrade to the Rally Pro to get the tubeless tyres and Showa forks that you'd get on the Honda. It's very close, but I do think the Honda does just slightly take the lead by offering more. Finally, we come to the price. The different models in the range are going to set you back different prices, but as I think these will be the most popular models in the ranges, these are the ones I have chosen. The price of the Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport right away in Australia is quoted at $25,999. The base model is a few grand cheaper, and the top spec DCT ES is a few grand more. The Triumph Tiger GT Pro comes in at $24,150, with again the base model coming in a few thousand less. The prices in other regions are shown as well. So in the end, you are paying a bit more for the Africa Twin than you are for the Triumph, and for that money you're getting a bigger engine, bigger tank, and a few more features. But that's not taking anything away at all from the Tiger 900, which also offers a huge amount of value packed into it. Both of these motorcycles are standouts and you can't really go wrong with either. Triumph does offer a larger 1200cc variant of the Tiger, but the price of that starts at 29,000 Australian, so it doesn't really put it into the same league as the Honda. So there you have it guys, the Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport and the Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro. Do you own one of these bikes? Are you looking to get one? Let me know down below which one you prefer and what you'd like to see me compare next. I want to say another huge thank you for making it to this point of the video and for all the support on the channel. We have just crossed the first 1,000 subscribers and the support on the channel has been absolutely phenomenal. Thanks again for watching, until next time guys, see ya!